Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to today's video for Legends of Runeterra. Today, we are going to be doing a deck tech on a deck that is fairly recently around. It's a new take on an old deck. We're looking at EKKO ZILEAN today. The new version of EKKO ZILEAN made by the creator Skathis. Unlike traditional EKKO ZILEAN, the old version of EKKO ZILEAN, it's not a control deck. Old version of EKKO ZILEAN was trying to control the game. This version is more of an aggro combo kind of deck, if you want to add the little combo part, because it's not a full-on aggro like a burn deck, but it's still an aggro deck. And I wanted to do this video because we have a balance patch coming up. I believe it will be live the day after this video goes up. And I believe this deck will most likely be safe from the nerfs. Maybe one card gets nerfed, and that might be Absolver, which I don't think needs a nerf, but I could see Absolver getting a nerf. Anyway, enough rambling. There's a lot to talk about this deck, so we're going to be talking a lot here before we actually get into some games. Let's go look at the deck. Okay, welcome to the deck. Now, normally, I like to talk about every single card in a deck and why it's in the deck. I feel like I'm going to have to go a little more in-depth now with this deck because it's a fairly difficult deck to play. I have seen people playing it on the ladder, and I've seen them playing it completely incorrectly. They've been playing it like the old EKKO ZILEAN and trying to play it like a control version of the deck, which that is not the way to play the deck. This is an aggro combo deck where you spend the early game setting up your mid to late finisher turns, aka your 2 win cons, Voice of the Risen, and Absolver. And again, like I said, the reason I want to do this deck and make a deck tech for this deck is I feel like it's probably pretty safe from a nerf. Like, nothing in this deck feels like it's probably going to get nerfed. The only thing that's even slightly in danger of a nerf, in my opinion, is Absolver, and I could only see like a small nerf to the Overwhelm part of Absolver. And I think there are other cards that need more of a nerf than that anyway. So, overall deck plan. What is this deck trying to do? Well, we are not a control deck. What we are trying to do is our early game plan is predict every single turn. Predict on every turn until turn 4. Predict turn 1, 2, 3, and 4. In other words, we want to have our EKKO leveled up right on turn 4. Turn 5, it's not that bad if he levels up on turn 5, but you really, really want to play EKKO on 4. In fact, you're actually mulliganing for EKKO sometimes and keeping EKKO in your hand if you find him in pretty much every single matchup. Because this is how we win the game. EKKO is how we win the game. EKKO leveling up, not just level 2 EKKO is not just a good card. Leveled up EKKO activates our actual win cons, Voice of the Risen, and Absolver, which is how we're going to win the game. So even if EKKO dies, it's fine. Now, what about our second champ, ZILEAN? Don't worry about ZILEAN, in all honesty. ZILEAN is pretty much just a 2-mana 1/4 predict guy here. In certain matchups, the time bomb is very, very important, but most matchups, ZILEAN is pretty much a 2-mana 1/4 with predict. People have considered removing ZILEAN for, say, like Action, even Teemo, or even Azir, but the extra 3 predicts from 3 ZILEANs lets you really level up EKKO on 4, which lets you get your Voice of the Risen and Absolver off. So, that's the overall game plan of the deck. Predict turn 1 through 4, and then you play a turn 4 EKKO. So, how are we doing this, and what are the cards that are helping us do this? Well, first off, Feral Prescience. We run 3 of these. This card is really, really good, and how we actually level up EKKO on turn 4. Honestly, you could even keep one of them in your opening hand in certain matchups. I think this card's great. Next up, we got Ancient Preparations. The card's pretty good. Gives you a unit. It's just a 2/2, sure, but going wide, which Ancient Preparations does let you do, is really, really good for your Voice of the Risen turn. And of course, it predicts too. 3 drop borders. Gotta play 3 of these. It's just another unit to hold the Voice of the Risen buff. And in certain matchups, like aggro matchups, burst speed drop border from a predict can just win games because it does trade up into a lot of popular 1-drops at the moment. Now, the next card. I think I'm going to have to talk about this card for quite a bit. Fallen Feline. I feel like a lot of people misuse Fallen Feline in this deck. Fallen Feline on one is actually kind of bad in most matchups for this deck. I feel like it's okay in some matchups though, like spiders or just aggro in general. But I feel like you don't even want to keep Fallen Feline in your opener unless you have a really good handful of predicts, because again, we're trying to level up EKKO on 4. Excuse me. And Fallen Feline is not helping us with our game plan of leveling up EKKO on 4, but it's still okay. And the Hexite Crystal, in certain matchups, the matchups where you keep Fallen Feline, Hexite Crystal can win a game, and with all the predicts we have, you can easily find a Hexite Crystal. So again, I said like Spiders is a good example of that. But I'd say in a lot of matchups, the Hexite Crystal is mostly just there for a little extra burn to face. So pretty nice. But yeah, that is what Fallen Feline is doing for this deck. Next up, Scrying Sands, just another predict here. Also fairly good combat trick too. A lot of people don't really play around the Scrying Sands. I've definitely used Scrying Sands to get a free trade on things like Action, stop things that Nexus Strike like Teemo or other stuff. Pretty good card, and a lot of time you're just going to throw it away to predict, though, in all honesty. Aspiring Chronomancer, just another predict guy. Also a very decent stat line, holds Voice of the Risen buff really well. Mystic Shot, mostly just here for face damage, but it's just such a versatile card, so sometimes we'll use it to kill key early units like Catalyzer in Darkness decks, which is a pretty bad matchup for us in the first place, but it's still good. Ruinous Path, a little more burn, and it helps to cycle, so pretty nice. Just remember you have to slay for it to actually burn, but it's still a pretty good card. Sometimes, though, if you're desperate, you will just use it to be a 2-mana slow-speed cycler. 3 Absolvers, it's our win con. Giving Overwhelm to a wide board is really nice. Or, sorry, not to a wide board, but to a single unit to push in a lot of damage. Even giving it to EKKO is really nice to get a free time trick. Or using it to save EKKO is just really, really nice. This card is just great, and it lets you actually win the game in time. 3 time tricks, more predict, and it just lets you find what you need to find right away. 3 Zillions. Already talked about this guy a little bit. Pretty much just here as a 2-mana 1/4 predict. 2 Station Archivist. Now, this is the one that is a little flexible, I'll say. People, Skathis, and other people who are working on this deck like Augmented Experimenter. I believe Skathis has actually taken out Augmented Experimenter, but that is the 6-mana 3/3 that discards your hand to draw 3 and deals 3 to enemy unit. Some people like Augmented Experimenter to try and find a little more late game value. I believe, like I said, that he's taken out Augmented Experimenter for Station Archivist. I personally like Station Archivist more than Experimenter myself for 2 reasons. One, it's similar to Augmented Experimenter that lets you get a little extra gas in the form of more cards. You can use it to find more time tricks, more burn in the form of Mystic Shots, etc., etc. Also, with the way it works in that it shows you the order of how you will see your cards, with like the cards on top on the left and them being in order. You can try and predict your next few turns that way. So I just like Station Archivist. Also, it's a Fearsome blocker, which is really, really good because we don't really have Fearsome blockers outside of EKKO and Voice of the Risen, I guess, if you want to include that. 3 EKKOs, pretty much the entire deck. So not much to talk about here. If it weren't for EKKO, this deck wouldn't exist. And Voice of the Risen. This card is one of our best cards in the deck. If you do attack in with Voice of the Risen, just make sure it's on the right side so your opponent can't just kill it in combat and then remove the buff, because if it gets killed mid-combat, all the buffs will fall off. But yeah, this card is just how we win a lot of the time. Probably going to be really tough for your opponent to kill too. It does buff itself, so it will technically be a 5/4 as well. And yeah, it's kind of going to be really tough for your opponent because they'll want to kill EKKO and they'll want to kill Voice of the Risen. And since we play EKKO when he levels, he'll be a 5/3, which is kind of tough to kill. So very, very nice card and nice win con. So the deck, it's a very fine deck. As for like why you don't see it too much, a couple of reasons. One, it is a fairly difficult to play deck, and A lot of people don't seem to know how to play it properly, at least from people I've seen playing it. And number two, and the more important thing is, the meta is not that friendly to it. I do think this deck is a tier 2, solid tier 2 deck. It just so happens that like some of the more popular decks in the meta right now are very, very good against this deck. Darkness, Lee Sin, Ari Cannon as well, I guess, are all very good against this deck. Like Darkness and Lee Sin specifically destroy this deck because of well, Lee Sin has Eye of the Dragon for lifesteal, all the recalls and stuns to stun EKKO, hushes and potentially even equinoxes for your Voice of the Risen. It's a very tough matchup if you're against Lee Sin. As against Darkness, they just have so much removal thanks to Darkness, and there are other Shadow Isle cards that you're probably never going to get a very, very nice board. Pretty hard to deal with a turn 4 Veigar as well. Veigar just... Unless you're going to, what, double Mystic Shot Veigar, in which case they might even have a stress defense or something to protect him. So in that matchup, their Darkness is going to be big and kill all of your stuff easily, even your Voice of the Risen. So, pretty tough matchup. You can still win Darkness, though. You just have to go wide and get a nice Voice of the Risen turn, but it's really, really tough. I'd say, like, that is one of the matchups, though, where you want to use Mystic Shot to actually kill a unit. In this case, killing Catalyzer instead of going face. And Ari Cannon, while I said it's difficult, it's not as difficult as Darkness and Lee Sin. That's one of the few matchups where I'd say Zilean actually is more than just a 2-mana 1/4 would predict. The time bombs are really, really good in that matchup. There's just so many versions of Ari Cannon. It's kind of hard to give advice on it because you have the Demacia one, the Shadow Isles one, the Shurima one. I've even seen Noxus version, so think about it a lot. Hexite Crystal is really strong too. They do have Nopify and Twin Discipline, but it's still just a really good card, so it's not that bad. And as for other matchups that are popular, Pantheon's only like slightly unfavored, I'd say. Not that slightly unfavored. It's more unfavored than, say, Ari Cannon, I guess. Like, White Flame really is the biggest problem, I'd say. Not less Pantheon, but the deck, or the matchup, is basically a race. You're going to try and go wide and win again with our Voice of the Risen. But it's really, really tough because if they do have a Pantheon on the field, they'll have stuns for EKKO. Concerted Strike's really, really good against us as a single combat. So it's a tough matchup, and it comes down to, do they have early Saga Seekers and White Flames? And if they don't, then we can maybe kill them by turn 6 or so. Another popular matchup, I'm trying to think of popular decks in the meta right now. Plunder, I guess, GP Sejuani. GP Sejuani, I'd say, is like slightly favored for you. They do have a hard time killing a leveled up EKKO. Monster Harpoon's their best way to kill EKKO, unless they steal cards, of course. Which, you know, it's Plunder, they will. But yeah, I'd say Sejuani. It comes down to a Sejuani turn. Can you kill them before Sejuani starts to just lock down your board? But yeah, it's about a 50-50, I'd say. Maybe slightly favored, like 55-45 in your favor. But anyway, that's enough rambling. Let's go looking at a couple of games, because this is a fun deck and I want to play some, so let's go. All right. Looks like I got a matchup against Teemo Caitlyn. And I also got a bad hand. This deck's not that popular deck, but I've been seeing it more and more. It's like in the top 10 most played decks, I think, in a moment. So it's a deck to keep in mind, but I don't really see too many people playing this. It feels like a deck that people play mostly to have fun. As for our mulligans, we just want to find EKKO and early predicts. That's it. No Absolver. Cat in certain matchups. I don't think this is one of the matchups where we want Cat, especially with no predicts in hand. We just want EKKO and early predicts. But yeah, Voice of the Absolver, we find those with our predicts. All right, not a great hand, but okay. We can do turn 1 Cat into Feral Prescience into Zilean. This is fine. So by getting only 2 predicts, this is fine. We can try and, well, we can predict first and then see if I get some drop orders. That's fine. I will probably Ancient Preparations here. But yeah, we will use our Zileans, our predicts in general, to just try and find more predicts. And EKKO. We really, really need EKKO. Kind of a bad thing that Zilean puts time bombs in here. It makes our predicts a little bit worse, but, you know, that's just what Zilean does. Can't really complain too much about it. Well, that's interesting. I'll take the Archivist. You almost never want to skip a predict. That was a consideration for a skip, though. I wouldn't be surprised if my opponent concedes here, in all honesty. That was really, really lucky. I will just open attack here. This is, what, 5 damage? That's insane. This deck has no healing, so this is just 5 permanent damage. They might Mystic Shot my 2-1. No. But yeah, we're getting into a little bit of a bad spot. Yeah, Caitlyn's here now. We don't really have a good way to deal with Caitlyn. Hopefully I find EKKO. Feral Prescience, though? I think I'm going to take No, I'm going to take Feral Prescience. I can also develop an Archivist if I take Feral Prescience here. Which, while it's not great, I might be able to find a time trick. So let's see what you got, opponent. Getting a little worried here, though. I'm going to chump here because my board's getting a little full. And I do have another 2-2 coming out anyway. So I think I'll just start with Archivist and then I'll predict. Yes. Yeah, I'll start with that. Well, that's interesting. I'm gonna, like, Scrying Sands here. Ooh, that card's slow in that matchup. I'm gonna Scrying Sands first and see if I can find EKKO. Well, these aren't EKKOs, so I'm gonna just scry or predict again. EKKO? There we go. Alright, turn 4. He's technically leveled on 4, but turn 5 EKKO, not the worst. We will have to play him. They're most likely gonna just kill EKKO here. That's fine. I'd say. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, this guy's memeing around. I am currently in Diamond 4, so this is not, like, the most serious gameplay, but... yeah, this guy's really memeing around. Why did I plant 2 flash bombs? I guess that was a visual bug? Looked like a visual bug. Anyway, I'll kill one of my drop orders for EKKO. I feel like they're going to get excited or thermogenic beam here. A little worried about that, but it's fine. We're mostly just playing EKKO to level up or to activate our voices here. If they can't kill EKKO and we do get a free time trick, we win the game, I'd say. Double Mystic Shot. Oh my goodness. My opponent's playing Mushroom Cloud main deck. Oh, wait, no, that makes sense. They're playing Teemo. That's not crazy. Ugh. Ugh, I wish I could punish that, but I can't, sadly. I could just send this in and waste my Absolver. I'm not a fan of that, in all honesty, so I'm just going to pass here. Yeah, so we're in a problem here. We've kind of run out of... we're not finding our win cons. We have Absolver, but honestly, the fact that they're playing Justice Rider is really, really problematic for us. I will just sack 1-3 again. Well, no, I don't even have to do that. Yeah, we're in actually a lot of trouble here. I'm going to just take the 3 in all honesty. I actually don't know what I'm going to do here. This is really problematic for me. Sure, my Absolver is active and I've got Sunburn, but we're not in a good spot. This actually helps me a lot. That's fine. I'm actually going to just pass again. Nice, okay. We can develop EKKO now, I think. I could use Absolver to keep him safe if they have Thermogenic Beam. They don't have it. Okay, we actually have a chance now. Absolver. Oh, yeah, we won. Okay, we definitely won now with this. We're just going to send in everything. It's kind of obvious I have Absolver now, but come on. This is too good to not do. But yeah, so as you can see, we don't have to worry too hard about winning the game because... or let me rephrase that. We don't have to worry too hard about just getting in a sticky situation. A bad situation, whatever you want to call it, like this one. I'm not even going to do anything here. I'm just going to let this go through.
Examining the evidence.
Because we have really powerful turns that can come up. Okay, that's whatever.
I aim to win, and my aim is
Kind of annoying this dive without dealing 3. It's still fine. I just want the free time trick. That's the most important thing here is the free time trick. My god, I have so many flash bombs in my deck now. But yeah, if they kill any more of my stuff, I just win. So I'm actually going to probably play Cat here too. Their units are fairly low. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to try and find a my Hexite crystals here with this. Time bomb? I might not actually even chrono break this. I hate that. Yeah, I'm actually gonna just do this. Let's start with the time bomb. Fine, puff caps, whatever. I could time trick again? Yeah, I'll time trick again. Maybe I'll find another time bomb. That's what I'm looking for. So now we kill Caitlyn. We kill this right away. We level up Zillion too. And we still have Chrono Break mana, which is good. Alright, that's nice. I was looking for that. Yep, this is fine. And if they kill Zillion here, I will Chrono Break, I think. Alright, cool. So they lose this. I can just chump everything here. Chrono Break, win the game. So yeah, while we try to win on, like, between turn 6 to 8, we can go a little late. Granted, it's only turn 8 now. Like, this was just... That play, that last turn, was just turn 7. We're getting a little low on health, but we're an aggro deck. We don't look at our health too much, and we can gain it back anyway. It's a little scary, but I'll just pass for now. Could drain him a bit. But I'll pass for now, yeah. If they don't attack, we just attack in ourselves and win. If they do attack, then, well, we block and then we Chrono Break.
You made choices.
I'm actually going to do the block like this to get a free time trick, in fact. So I take... Oh yeah, you came after the traps went off. This will heal up Zillion, I guess. I'll do this kind of block. And I'm just going to Ruinous Path a bit here. I might not even time trick just yet. So we'll start with the Ruinous Path first, see what I get. I have 6 burn against a deck that has no way of stopping burn. I really don't think I can lose from here. That's okay. I was mostly hoping to time trick or have that die so I can Chrono Break and get another unit back. Hex scores, whatever. I'm going to time trick now before I Chrono Break. Scrying Sands? Mystic Shot's more burn. Let's take that. Cool. And then we'll just pass again. Surprised they're not Mushroom Clouding, but that's fine. So now we just Chrono Break and win the game, right? I really, really don't see how I lose from here. With 6 points of burn in hand, 2 absolvers, I'm really not... Oh my god, this guy's trying coup de grace? Wow, okay, sure, no problem.
Tell them Caitlyn sends her regards.
Oh, coup de grace gives you a card? Wow, that card is bad. I didn't realize it was that bad, so yeah, we'll just do this. Win the game.
Tea time's over.
Buff that. Buff here. I could even Hexite Crystal for a little extra damage, but it's lethal anyway. We'll just Hexite after. Or we'll just Mystic Shot him, whatever. It doesn't matter. We've won. But yeah, as you can see, this is how we win the game. First Echo dying, doesn't matter. Leveling up Zillion's a little... not normal. Little rare to level up Zillion, but, you know, he's a weird, like, backup win con that happens every now and again. Like 1 out of 10 games, maybe. Not like he even gave us any cards this game, though. Okay, Draven Sion. A deck that really is not that popular anymore, but it's still around. I'm going to keep this hand. This is the matchup where I really like Cat and Crystal, though, but I think I should keep this at the very least. I might throw away Scrying Sands, though, but I think I should keep... I can throw away Zillion. Sion's a problem for us. Survival Skills does kill our EKKO, too, because we can't actually kill it because of Quick Attack, so... yeah. I don't know. I'm going to keep Zillion. An early, like a turn 5 EKKO really wins this game. This hand's not the worst. Okay, that makes my hand even better now. An EKKO, a Feral Prescience. Ooh, this is tough. I think I'm going to take the Absolver here. I've already got 3 other predicts, so I'm going to take Absolver here and set up the Absolver turn. Turn 5 EKKO with Absolver against their Get Excited can be great. I say turn 5 because we're attacking on turn 5. Zillion does great here. Maybe I can get Voice of the Risen and some drop orders. I should consider taking the Time Bomb. Yeah, I think that can be like my turn 6 play. I will gladly do this block. But yeah, like we have a good turn. Turn 5, we should have enough mana for our EKKO Absolver as long as we bank this 3 mana this turn, which we probably will. That's fine. Yep, I'm just gonna pass here. Not bad, not bad. So as long as all I have to do is only spend 4 mana here. That's annoying, but whatever. So I'm gonna just take the 3, double Scrying Sands here. Nice. A second Time Bomb's actually not bad. I'm actually going to take it here. It's mostly just burn damage for now. You know, I said that, but Mystic Shot's interesting. I'm still going to put Time Bomb on top. Time Bomb into Time Bomb's great. So yeah, I kill Draven, which is nuts. Unless they have Mystic Shot, I guess. But I develop Time Bomb, and then I'll have EKKO Absolver coming up. Yeah, Mystic Shot's whatever. And yeah, I can't play EKKO yet. I need to play EKKO and have Absolver mana up. So yeah, this is good. We're in a really good spot here, I think. Turn 7 Sion, like I said earlier, is going to be a problem, but I might be able to win here. That's interesting. What is that? Mystic Shot? I doubt they Mystic Shot Zillion. Alright, so it comes down to... that's definitely removal that they were considering playing. Do they have another piece of removal? In other words, can they deal 4 to EKKO? Well, we're going to learn real quick. Also, if they have Whirling Death, that's scary too. They only have 5 cards? One of them's a spell? They might not be able to kill him. Get excited? Yep, that was to be expected. They already blew 1 Mystic Shot. They might not have anything here. That was 2 cards too, because one of them was a Fallen Rider. Surprised they didn't discard Flame Chompers. I guess they want to develop this anyway, so we'll just send this all in. Hopefully they don't have Whirling Death.
This is gonna hurt for you.
Okay. And that's annoying, but whatever. This heals our Zillion and pushes in a little extra damage. We'll do this. Why not? So yeah, this is annoying, but at least they had to use a Noxian Fervor on a Draven to kill EKKO, which is fine. We get another 4 damage in. And we've got Time Bomb, Chronomancer, and Time Trick now to get a little extra push. Archivist is fine. Can't really do much about this, so I'll just take it. Gonna be a little difficult here, though. Gonna be quite difficult here. So we'll start with the time bomb, see what I get. Second time bomb. Not bad. Very not bad, in fact. That might change up how I play this turn now. Okay, I'll just clear their board here. Nice, that's some extra burn. So we dealt 2 burn with the time bombs. Here's another 2 burn. The level up Zillion doesn't matter. I love how this is 2 games in a row now where we're leveling up Zillion. This is very, very not standard. So yeah, I can open attack in for 5 here. Honestly, that's fine. And now I'll just predict here. Hopefully I can find voices or maybe a chrono break or another echo. Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll take the chrono break.
We know how to prepare.
So I can open attack in for 3, bring them down to 7. I have them at 5 with Mystic Shot. I think I'll start with Time Trick, see if I hit some drop borders and potentially even some voices. If I hit voices, I will play voices. Of course we play this. Like, this is their Sion turn. They want to play Sion here. And we did play Echo, and, well, Zillion also leveled, so this should be fine. This right here is 7. We're off by 1 if they play Sion. That's annoying, but that's just a flock in all honesty. Ravenous Flock. I'm still going to send this in. Even if they have Ravenous Flock, this is still good. They don't have Flock, it seems, or else they would have done it. A Draven. Alright, so they're out of cards. Even if they have Sion... this is actually going to be weird. Scrying Sands is insanely good for us. If they have Sion... I think they need to drop a Sion now to even have a chance. If they don't have Sion now, and they just pass, we win the game. If they have Sion, I'm in trouble. Sure. I will... I'll just chump here. I know they have Spinning Axe and Draven, and I know I have Chrono Break, but I don't want to use it yet. This is not that wide of a hand. Plus, I have Archivist for a little extra late game. That Chrono Break's interesting. I think I'll just take the Time Trick, though.
We have something on that case.
I'm really trying to bait them into using, like, some removal here, and then I'll Chrono Break. Decimate. Okay. That's not normal. Not weird, but not crazy. I might Mystic Shot this Draven, by the way, to get more damage in. This is interesting. I'll take the cat. I can play the cat and actually still have Chrono Break mana up. Comes down to that last card. If they play that last card, I might Mystic Shot here. If they pass again, I'll just attack in with everything, and then Mystic Shot Chrono Break should win us the game. Even double Decimate will not win them the game, so we'll just send everything in. With Chrono Break, Mystic Shot, we've got this. That's fine. They're just dead on board. GG. Well, fun game. I was hoping to play against Shellfolk, though. Okay, welcome back to the deck. So, I feel like those 2 games were pretty standard games, in all honesty. Outside of the Zillions leveling up, that's not a thing that normally happens. But I feel like they were pretty standard in our game plan actually going off and being able to see exactly what we try to do and how we win the game. Game 1, we really just won with, Echo and Absolvers. Game 2, Voices of the Risen, was just buffing our smaller units to actually make them into threats. So yeah, that's just basically how the deck works. Very fun deck. Not that great in the meta, but it's a solid tier 2 deck. It's very fun. Probably, in my opinion, the strongest EKKO Zillian deck ever. Since like day 1 of EKKO Zillian, or yeah, EKKO and Zillion's release. I think this is the strongest EKKO Zillian deck ever in the history of this game. And I think, depending on the balance patch that's coming up soon, the deck might even be stronger, not because of buffs, which it might get some buffs, but also because of some nerfs to decks that it's unfavored against. For example, Ari Kennen and Lee Sin. But honestly, I could see EKKO getting buffed. I could see EKKO getting an extra point of health or even being restatted and made into a 3/3. In other words, 1 extra health on EKKO would make this deck so much better and EKKO so much better. But yeah, outside of that, I don't think anything else is probably getting a buff here. Everything in this deck is just solid. So yeah, maybe Zilean gets buffed too. But yeah, solid deck. Very nice tier 2 deck. If you're looking for an aggro deck that's not just like the mindless kind of aggro where it's just like play lots of cheap units and then throw like burn, like decimates and Noxian fervors at your opponent's face, which I know it's not that mindless, but I'm just saying it. This is the deck for you. Very reminiscent of Nightfall style decks where you gotta plan your future turns and think your turns through. I'm not even the best at this deck, of course. Like, I'm not that good at this game. And even for someone who's not like a big aggro player, I really like this deck, and I still find it very fun, even though I'm not a big aggro player. So definitely check it out, try it. It's a very fun deck, and I think it's like almost guaranteed to be safe from the balance patch. So with that all said and done, thank you all for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like or a comment down below. I'd love to hear your opinions on the deck and what you think of it and how you think it could be improved. Also, if you want to keep up with the Legends of Runeterra content, you can always go and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to watch me play some Legends of Runeterra, you can always go and check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zenaton, where I stream pretty much every single day. Anyway, though, with that all said and done, thank you all again once more for watching this video. And until I see you guys in the next one, bye!